So, Uncut Gems is the first Adam Sandler movie to be theatrically released since Pixels back in 2015, Oof. And stars Adam Sandler, Julia Fox, Kevin Garnett, Lakeith Stanfield, and Dina Menzel. And it's about this jeweler who places bets around the place. And one day, when he gets into much trouble with certain people, he's tied up. He's basically in this rabbit hole of trouble that he doesn't want, that he's trying to get himself out of. And we follow him and his struggles to not only try to make amends but make things right in this amazing 2 hour runtime. Now, I was really excited to see Uncut Gems because I was at the Joker premiere and they played the trailer for this movie, and that was the first time that I saw the trailer for this movie. Ever since then, I've been really excited about this movie and I've been waiting to see this movie, and finally, I got the chance to see this movie, and a lot of my expectations for this movie were met. This movie is brought to us by the Safdie brothers who directed Good Time, which I have not seen yet, and I really want to see that movie. And they basically come in and tell this really good story about this jeweler who's stuck between a rock and a hard place, and he's just trying to make everything right. He's trying to make amends, and when he runs into trouble, he tries to find different ways of getting himself out, but he keeps gambling all of his money, placing bets, trying to make the best out of a trying to make the best out of a bad situation. And we follow basically this movie is Adam Sandler's movie. Just like Joker was Joaquin Phoenix's movie, this is definitely Adam Sandler's film. You follow him throughout the whole entire movie. There's a couple shots when he's not in frame, but every time that he's in frame, he's electrifying, and he really stunned me in this performance because his comedy recently has been going down the drain, and whenever I see him attached to a comedy, that worries me. And when I saw that he was attached to this project, I was really excited because it looked dramatic, it looked gripping, and realistic, and I really appreciated what he went for in this film, and I'm glad that he took on this role because he really did a good job of not only bringing out how his character traits, but he also brought element he brought an element to this film that you wouldn't have expected from him, and he really does shine in this film just like everybody does, especially Julia Fox. This is her first film that she's ever been in, and she basically dances circles around Adam Sandler. Not saying that Adam Sandler didn't give a great performance, he did, but I really enjoyed what Julia Fox brought to the table, and I think she did a really good job in this film. And you also got a couple of surprises in there. You got Lakeith Stanfield, who pops in and out of the film, and then you also got Kevin Garnett, who's basically kind of like a secondary character to Adam Sandler because he's not just in it for a small portion of the film, but he's in it a lot more than you actually think, and he really did a good job in this film, and that really surprised me. You also get a cameo by The Weeknd during, and this movie really didn't let me down. I think the Safdie brothers did a really good job of bringing a likeness to Adam Sandler's character because you're trying to root for this guy throughout the whole entire movie so he can get out of his little rabbit hole that he's in and try to better himself. You got some great cinematography in there, and everybody in this film did a really good job, and I really do have to give the Safdie brothers credit because this movie really does bring out an element that I didn't expect, and I think the last 20 minutes of the film will just have you at the edge of your seat wondering where the story goes next, and I was really shocked by the way that this film concluded, and I came out satisfied and happy, and I just wanted to rewatch it again because I think this is well made. It's the writing and directing is phenomenal. I think this film doesn't let anybody down. If you have expectations for this film, then your expectations are going to be met, and if you're really excited to see this film, you are going to be happy sitting in your seat because this film is a thrill ride from the beginning to end, and I didn't think I was going to enjoy 2 hours of people yelling back and forth at each other. But I really enjoyed what this film was because I really appreciate what they were going for. I like the narrative that they were telling, and I like the direction that they went in. And even though like the first 5 minutes is not what you expected, because it kind of takes you out. It kind of takes you out of the movie, not in a bad way, but in a unpredictable kind of way, and that's what goes forward to the film. And when I first saw those 5 minutes, I was really taken back because I didn't expect that to be the opening. But I like what they were doing with that opening, and it kind of plays into the moral of the story, and I really appreciated that. This film does have a very artistic tone and structure to the film that I really appreciated, and I like what they were going for. And overall, I enjoyed this film. I was never bored. It was always electrifying, and I was always gravitated to the screen whenever something happened. I loved the performances between Adam Sandler and Julia Fox. I think they played well off of each other, and also everybody in the film that has an interaction with Adam Sandler, I think everybody did a really good job. And I'm really glad that I saw this film because I think this is going to end up being my second best film of the year. I really enjoyed this film. This movie didn't let me down, and I can't wait to see it again when it comes out on DVD, or I might rush out to the theater and see it again. But overall, I really enjoyed it. It's electrifying, unpredictable. The first 5 minutes are kind of off-putting, but not in a bad way. I enjoyed it fully, and I hope you guys get a chance to see this film as well. I'm going to go ahead and give Uncut Gems a 10 out of 10. Have you seen Uncut Gems? Are you excited for this film? Let me know down in the comments what you think of it. If you've seen it or if you're excited to see it, let me know. If you also like this review, go ahead and click that like and subscribe button. I'm going to have my spoiler review for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, and I'm probably going to have a couple of reviews out for Richard Jewell, Bombshell, and Queen and Slim, which I'm really excited to talk about those. So hopefully you guys stick around for that. And until next time, this is Josie Reviews.